Welcome everybody to episode 32 of the Pipala show. We are back to the single person episode, but we do have the producer here as well. Trey, say what's up.
What's going on, guys?
So obviously, I'm not talking into the void here. I'm not appearing like a loser, not just talking to myself. Last time I did something like this, I was filming with my iPhone camera, ironically, in my bedroom, just chilling, screaming into the void. But a lot of shit's happened. Happy No Nut November. I personally lasted 2 days, but it's fine. It's good. There's a lot of people that when they lose their virginity, they think, oh shit, I'm not a virgin anymore. So they become reborn virgins. Really, I don't really know about the process like that. From what I hear, it's girls that have just been ran through and they just continue. They continue to just, think that or say that, oh, no, I'm a virgin, I'm good, but whatever, it is what it is, you're trash. The point I'm saying is I am a reborn virgin when it comes to No No November. Since my first infraction, we'll call it, I have committed a couple more infractions, but you know what, like I said, I'm a reborn version in terms of No Nut November. So yeah, I'm going strong for 10 hours. And it's been good. It's been good. A lot of things I love about November personally. I'm looking forward to Thanksgiving. I love stuffing my face with all that shit. Turkey, mashed potatoes, put the gravy on the mashed potatoes. You get a little bit of cranberry sauce. Now, me personally, I always thought cranberry sauce was actually sauce until I was 10 and then I discovered it's Jello. What the hell? What do they do? I don't know. But the green beans, casseroles, depending on if you have cornbread, pumpkin pie. There's pumpkin pie is a must in my opinion, but some people don't like to have pumpkin pie, which is fine. It's whatever. I would like to say I'm not going to beg for sponsorships anymore. I used to do that from Crown and from who else? Red Bull. But yeah, so we got Bang right here currently. And currently I'm drinking Star Blast because I'm a fucking star. But a lot of shit's happened. This past week, Drake and 21 Savage came out with Her Loss, which was delayed by a week. Personally, I think it's fucking album of the year, and you can't tell me otherwise. I'm a Drake stan, as you see, with the two albums in the background.
I was gonna say, what gave it away?
Yeah. I'm pretty biased when it comes to this shit, bro. It's like Drake jerked off in my one ear, and then 21 Savage jerked off in my other ear, bro, and they just came in both of my ears, and they made this fantastic piece of fucking art, bro. I loved it. 16 tracks, an hour in total, actually, an hour even. I listened to it, and I thought, okay, I'm a little bit horny, I'm not gonna lie, before this. So what I did was I nutted before I listened to the album, and then after my whole album experience, I nutted after the album because it was just holy shit. It was such a great experience, and I had to clear my head. And, everybody has to clear their head. They jerk off, right? Whatever. But it was fantastic, right?
Well, I mean, was it really better than Certified Lover Boy though?
Yes, 100%.
You think it was?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Right.
Well, they just went so hard. The beat.
All right. I'm not gonna
They
hate on it.
started off with Rich Flex, and that song, 21 Savage did this thing obviously, and then Drake just comes in and he destroys. He comes out with one flow, kind of moody, just talking about hoes, just throwing shade or whatever, and then he just goes into this whole other bag. Slaughter gang shit, murder gang shit. So, you know what I mean? It was fucking fantastic. I loved it. A lot of bars on the album too, bro. I actually have some of them on my phone that stood out to me. He was talking about one about the Pittsburgh Steelers, Baltimore Ravens, Patriots. Where is it here? Here it is. So he goes, Big Benjamin's like the Pittsburgh Steelers. Drake, you got it. Robert Kraft sent a jet for us. Shit was patriotic. You would think we live in Baltimore the way they raving about the latest project.
That's a
fire!
Yeah, that's a bar. That's a bar.
Shit was fire. Bro, and he so much more bars like that, bro. The production, I love the production. It was kind of even, right? You got a little bit mix of 40. Tay Keith was credited for 4 songs on the production. You had 21 Savages, the typical, I don't even know what kind of label you could put to it, but his just production on the album definitely stuck out. It was a collab album, but it was mostly Drake on that. What do you think?
Nah, I mean, I would tend to agree. It was a collab album, but I definitely think that I saw people saying that 21 carried. I disagree heavily.
You know what? They can just go to hell as far as
No,
I'm
but I
concerned.
think that's just like the Drake hate Drake's gonna get hate on whatever he does. Like I wasn't a fan of his last album, but I saw people saying like it made their ears and we're being serious. Like it's just whatever Drake does, there's always going to be intense criticism on it. Whatever project he does, you're always gonna hear he's not the same old Drake. You're gonna hear the same old shit every album that he drops. I don't think the album was bad. Like I said, I don't think it was better than CLB. That's just my personal opinion, but I don't think it was bad. Like last album, I thought was kind of bad. This album, I don't think is bad, and I think people are calling it bad just to say that it's bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's definitely, besides Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, Kendrick, I think it's the second best. I'm a Drake stan, first and foremost, but I do have to give credit where credit's due. Like that's just the best rap album. But in terms of like just bangers, I think this one's definitely the best. I don't really know what it's gonna do. The projections high have been 370K for the first week. We'll see. Taylor Swift, bro, she did 1.5 million in the first week.
That's crazy, dude.
Fucking insane. It's a true testament to like quality music. And I'm not saying rap isn't quality, but like she always puts quality into her music. But there's a couple situations that I want to talk about. I have been having issues over the past, shit, I say probably like 4 years. Every now and then, when I go to the bathroom, and I've talked about this shit on previous podcasts before, but every now and then, when I go to the restroom, what happens is I take a deuce, and after that, when I go to clean up, sometimes I'll find a little red surprise in the remnants of when I clean up. Basically, my ass bleeds, and it bleeds a lot sometimes, and it's a real problem. So I've went to the doctor multiple times, and each time it's been very uncomfortable because what happens is they have to check for hemorrhoids. You see, and I don't really know how to say this without saying it. You get penetrated, and I'm not talking about like emotional penetration, but they stick their finger up your ass just to test for like hemorrhoids, do you have colon cancer, whatever. And it's happened to me like 3 times. It's been very, very emasculating. Did I use that in the right way? Emasculating?
I'm not gonna say that you didn't. I don't know.
It's been very humbling.
Yeah,
Each 3 times. Let's just say I have more respect for the gay community each time I have to do this. Like I don't know how you take it up the ass like that, but I gotta say I respect you. I'll wave the pride flag after that, bro. Like that shit. I don't know how. And like this doctor's finger isn't even that girthy either. It's kind of like this. I mean, maybe it's a little bit thicker because he's like old as hell. But like I don't know how. So they put you on your chest because I'm experienced. I've done this multiple times. Not willing. I mean, of course, willingly, but not like because I want it. You know what I mean? Just because I'm trying to look out for my health. So they lay you on your stomach for anybody that hasn't done this shit before, and you never see it coming. You never. They don't give you like a warning, like 3, 2, none of that shit. They just go in. And so the most recent time was this was about last summer, and it was happening like every couple of days. I was finding blood, and it's not a lot of blood. It's like a tad. It's a teensy weensy bit, but it's enough for me to be concerned over a period of time, right, bro? So this guy, we had a little rapport, I guess. I mean, he was more excited to do it than me. Dude's like 76. You could tell he's ready to retire, right? So, fucking, we talked for a little bit, and like I said, he's older. So he says, okay, pull your pants down. That's the most horrifying thing, is pulling your pants down from some old ass man. Like I'm auditioning for a role in Hollywood like 10 years ago, bro. He's gonna make me get like suck it, whatever. So
yeah.
it's really humiliating. But continuing on, he goes, okay, put your stomach on the I don't even know what they call it, at the operating table, whatever. We'll call it an operating table. And this guy, I hear like in the background, right? Because my head's down. I'm ready to take it willingly too, because I have to, not because I'm sexually like attracted. Anyway, so what happens is I hear like the plastic gloves, right? He's putting the plastic gloves on. You know how like surgeon, yep, he pulled the plastic,
Yeah.
make sure I could hear it. And then he goes, now in prison, nobody uses lube.
No, he didn't say that.
Yes, he did. I swear to God, he goes, in prison, we don't use lube, or they don't use lube, right? So he puts lube on his fingers, right? And then all of a sudden, bro, just sticks it in me, bro. He sticks it in me. And I'm smiling because there's no other thing that you can do.
You smile?
It's either, no, I'm smiling right now.
Oh.
You either smile when you talk about these traumatic things or you cry, and you can't see my tears because I'm wearing sunglasses. But the point is, it was traumatic. And he sticks it in, and I kind of made like a weird sound too. I was kind of like, it was bad because I wasn't expecting it. He just waited like 8 seconds or 7 seconds. It wasn't like an extended period of time either, too, for like dramatic pause. He just went in, but I still didn't expect it then. Yeah. So anyway, he's in there for what seems to be too long. It felt like an hour. It was like 5 seconds, but it was terrible, bro. I hated that shit. And then so he goes, okay, he sticks it out, and then he just leaves me there. I'm left there for like half a minute, maybe 30 seconds, and he goes, okay, you can stand up and you can pull your pants up now. I was like, thanks, Doc. So we're sitting there, and he's looking at the thing. So pretend this is like his clipboard. He's looking at the thing, and he's old as shit too. So he's adjusting his glasses and shit. He doesn't say anything to me. He's everything seems to check out. You don't have any hemorrhoids. Nothing looks wrong here. So then he puts the clipboard down, and he goes, well, if you keep having these issues, I'll see you in 3 to 5 months. And that's basically it. And that didn't do anything for me. So we're going out. He's walking me out. For some reason, he made me go first. So I asked more. I'm not too sure. But he goes, yeah, I hope we can still be Facebook friends after all this. And I was like, oh, okay, I'd like to leave. And it was. I left fearful for my life that day.
So I got something for you here.
Go ahead.
So you said that this her loss was album of the year, right? Hold on. This is the way we can prove it. I'm going to name you some of the hip hop and R&B albums from this year, and you'll tell me whether you preferred Her Loss or the album I'm going to say.
Well, prefer and what's better is something that I can distinctly
your opinion. What is your opinion?
Well, I know artistically I have an opinion, but there's also an opinion of what I would rather listen to.
Okay.
I'll tell you both.
Okay. All right. Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. Gonna start off hot.
Well, it's a better album overall. I love the way that it actually has like a meaning and it's like tells a story. But at the same time, what would I rather listen to? I'd rather listen to Drake.
Okay.
So I prefer Her Loss.
Okay.
But Mr. Morale is a better album.
Okay. All right. 2000 by Joey Badass.
I haven't even listened to Drake.
100%. Okay. The Forever Story by J.I.D.
Drake.
Okay. Melt My Eyes.
Her Loss. What even the fuck is Melt My Eyes?
See Your Future by Denzel Curry.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I feel like he's a good rapper, but he's not mainstream.
Alright, I'll bring out some big hitters then. I was gonna get an Earl sweatshirt.
I'm so biased, dude.
No, it's cool. I'll go with some mainstream names because this is gonna be like the real question, right? Vinyl Days by Logic.
Yeah, Drake. Her Loss.
Her Loss. Did you listen to Vinyl Days?
Bits and pieces, like 4 songs.
I Never Liked You by Future.
Yeah, Her Loss. And I Never Liked You was good, but I choose Her Loss.
Okay, alright.
I'm biased.
No, I get it. God Did by DJ Khaled.
Her Loss. Not even a question.
Alright. Intergalactic, Kid Cudi.
Her Loss.
Okay. Alright, Dawn FM.
Her Loss.
Dawn FM.
Well.
Okay, yeah.
Well, hold on. Because Her Loss compared to Dawn FM is a little bit different. Because Dawn FM is a concept album. I am a fan of music too. I think I'm able to deconstruct it a little bit and kind of pick up like the theme. Dawn FM is really cool because Dawn FM, it's like a whole experimental album on the thought of purgatory. It's got some, I wouldn't say it has bangers, but just that whole experimental vibe, that whole message throughout the album really interests me. Granted, what are we? This is technically our second day with Her Loss, so like we haven't had time to let it simmer and let it sit and really like soak in everything, all the bars, the messaging, the beats, all that. But I still take her loss.
Okay. All right. Next one. Come home. The kids miss you. Jack Harlow.
Why'd you even name that?
Listen, there are some Jack Harlow fans watching this, so they're gonna ride for Jack Harlow.
Ooh. If you're a Jack Harlow stan, what are you doing with your life?
I like some of his music. All right, DS Forever by Gunna.
Oh, real quick. I'm not hating on Jack Harlow, but that album, man, you could
It
just
was
tell.
bad. I didn't like it.
I actually like Jack Harlow as a person too, but you could just tell he copied early Drake, and it was bad. Champagne, not Champagne. Churchill Down is the best song.
That song was crazy. Granted, it had Drake on it.
He carried.
But I'm just saying that there are some Jack Harlow people that out there that are gonna ride for it no matter what. So
Like 5.
yeah, bro.
Are you a Jack?
Maybe 4.
Are you a Jack Harlow?
I like Jack Harlow. I didn't like the album. I didn't like the album. No, I didn't like the album.
You sure?
I swear, dude. I didn't like the album, but at the same time, like I was, I was okay with it. Like, Oh, nope. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
That's arguably the. I will say the best album of the year is Mr. Morale, The Big Steppers.
I got one more for you,
Go ahead.
and this will really test you here.
Okay.
Honestly, never mind. That did come out this year.
Dude, it's it's better than that. Honestly, Nevermind isn't even a rap album. It's a dance hall.
Listen, there are some people that will ride for that album. Like, I don't. What you never answer the Gunna though. DS Forever. This is an album that a lot of people like.
Her loss. Here's what.
Ooh.
Because here's the thing about our generation. As I'm moving up at the mic a little bit. Here's the thing about our generation, dude. Like, we love bullshit. We're addicted to bullshit. We're addicted to junk food. And what I mean by junk food is like mainstream rap music now. It's all Future, Gunna. I won't say Lil Baby, but like that. And by the way, Her Loss is better than Lil Baby's new album.
We forgot one major one, by the way. But go ahead.
No, let's say it.
You want to go for it?
Yeah.
This people will fight you for this one.
Well, they can fight me.
And I think I'm going to disagree with you on this one, but Beautiful Mind by Rod Wave.
I didn't even listen to it. I can't even say that.
I'm taking Beautiful Mind by Rod Wave. Rod Wave's last two albums have not missed. Soulfly and Beautiful Mind. Beautiful Mind went crazy. I think that might be my album of the year.
Okay, here's the thing. I haven't even listened to it, so like I can't give an honest opinion on it. However, I am a Drake stan. I won't call myself the biggest Drake stan, but I will say Her Loss is better.
Oh, Dawn the Tooth came out too. If anybody cares.
What even is that?
If anybody cares.
What even is that?
Dawn the 2? Yeah, we don't know.
Yeah,
We don't know.
I don't have a STEM player.
A STEM player.
Because I don't want a STEM player. Well, think about it. He has a lot of ideas, good ideas, Kanye. But the only bad thing about having a STEM player where you only have like your album is only on that STEM player, like nobody's gonna want to pay $200 when there's so many other things that they have to buy in their eyes, like a new iPhone, which is like $1,000 already, a computer. They have bills. A lot of people our age don't have houses yet, so they have apartments and shit like that. So they have their monthly apartment payment, car payment, phone payment after you purchase it, like the internet plan. A lot of shit. Nobody wants to pay $200 for something that they don't know if they'll use in a year.
Yeah, I mean, hey, your girl had a album this year.
Lizzo. Oh, bro, I can't lie. I don't know. I don't know if that one is better than her. No, I'm kidding. But
Her Loss.
Yeah, Her Loss is better. But I think Lizzo has too many bangers on that album to not compete.
12 Karat Toothache also came out.
I can't lie. I don't know who that is.
Post Malone?
Oh, shit. I thought you were saying that 12 Karat Toothache was an artist.
No, 12
Okay,
Karat.
I only listened to a couple of songs on that album, so I can't really give an honest take. But Her Loss, I'm gonna pick Her Loss against everything besides Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers.
Okay, all right.
And listen, that's not normal for somebody like me, because Drake stans, they don't really get along well with people who are Kendrick stans. But for me, just because like I appreciate the work, I understand that like our generation, going back on like what I said, bro, like our generation, for whatever the reason, we're addicted to junk food, we're addicted to like mumble rap and trap and whatever. And I feel like people like Future, who kind of pioneered that genre, I feel like now they've kind of taken it to a point where like it's repetitive, it's too much, it's the same old shit. You know what I mean? People like Gunna, for as talented as he is, kind of like mimicked it, and other people as well. So like we've become addicted to it because the production and the beats are so good. We don't really listen to the lyrics a lot. You know what I mean? And so that's why like with her loss, like, and Mr. Moore the Big Steppers too, more so. But with her loss, like they're delivering like bar for bar heat on most of the songs, and the production is equally as good in my opinion too. Like it's one of the only albums this year that I've listened to, and I always camp out for Drake albums, bro. Like I go, my routine is I shower before whatever, I lay on my bed, I shut all the windows, whatever, blinds are shut, doors locked and shut, everything is dark, and you lay back and you just take it in. Which is why I had to jerk off beforehand and after because I had to clear my head. That's key. But going back to it, I just thought like the first listen, which is rare. I never really liked music on the first listen. You have to take it in. But like, holy shit. That's kind of crazy. For everybody who's like, what the fuck is he looking at? The leaves are falling, like multiple leaves just hit each of the windows on both sides.
Looks like a fucking hurricane.
It's kind of crazy. I don't know. It wasn't even supposed to be windy like this today.
No, it wasn't. It's nice out today. Dude,
Yeah.
For Northeast Ohio in November.
Your neighbor was doing his leaves, and as I was walking up the driveway, he was looking at me weird as hell. I was like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, no, dude, leaves like around here are a bitch. Like
I agree.
They're so bad. Like living where I live, living where the studio is, like the studio's in a really bad, like not bad, but like
no, I wouldn't say bad. It's just interesting.
It's very scenic. I'll put it like that.
Agreed.
It's very scenic.
Well, you're in a historical area.
Yeah, you're right.
You're in a very historical area, so of course it's going to be scenic.
Listen, to put a cap on the whole Drake thing, I would say it's a top like 8 album for me. I'm not saying that it is 8.
Okay, we're gonna rank it.
If you want to, I don't have rankings in front of me, but like
my favorite one is right here. Views is my favorite one, 100%.
Oh no, I mean top 8 this year.
Oh shit! No,
yeah.
I'm gonna rank all of them.
Go for it.
But top 8 this year, it's definitely top 8 this year.
I think it's top 8 for me.
Me personally, I think it's
top 8, top 10. Maybe.
Me personally, I'm gonna rank it based off what I've listened to. I haven't listened to Broadway. I'm automatically gonna say Her Loss is better than Broadway just because I'm biased.
No, I got it. I'm not hating on it. If you haven't listened to it, then you have nothing to base it off.
But Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, in my opinion, is the best because
I like Her Loss more than that.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, like I said, I just have like a love for those albums that tell a story because there's so few of them out there. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I'm not hating on it.
I'm still getting new information. I'm still coming away with new things from Mr. Morale that I didn't really
It was good.
realize.
It was good. It was a good album.
As I will from Her Loss too. Her Loss definitely song for song, bar for bar, definitely more bangers, 100%.
Stole my whole fucking flow, bar for bar.
Yeah. But I don't know. Just collectively, I feel like Mr. Morale is just a much more beautiful and cohesive album, if that makes sense.
No argument.
Yeah, but definitely gonna listen to Her Loss much more than Mr. Morale. What I do for every Drake album, bro, I listen to it for like a month.
Mm-hmm.
Good month and a half. And then I take a break from it because it gets repetitive, it gets annoying.
Mm-hmm.
And then after like that next month, I let it breathe.
Mm-hmm.
I come back to it and then you see it for what it is. So ranking it, bro, I think it's, for me, Views is number one. Now, there's 2 ranking systems here. There's what it actually is and then what it is for me.
Okay.
I'm going to do what it actually is first. So Take Care, we all know Take Care is the best when it comes to critical acclaim. So Take Care at number 1, Nothing Was the Same at number 3. And then I think you do have to put Thank Me Later at number 4. Views at number 5. I put Her Loss at number 6. This is tough. I think definitely the worst one is honestly Nevermind. I think we can make that the floor.
Where's CLB?
That's what I'm trying to think. I'll put CLB right under Her Loss. No, that's not true. I can't do that. It's tough because I don't know where to rank Scorpion. I think Scorpion isn't as good as CLB. I think Dark Lane Demo Tapes is under Scorpion and CLB. But I think More Life is above all three of those. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. So after Views, I would put So Far Gone. No. After Her Loss, because Views is above Her Loss. After Her Loss, I put So Far Gone, and then what I would do is put More Life. After that, what I would do is What a Time to Be Alive. Put that in. I'm trying to think. Am I missing anything?
Dude, my list is so different from yours.
Really? Well, this
So
is this is what I'm saying. Like, this isn't even my list. This is just what I view as like the public's list based off like critical acclaim.
Okay.
I don't think I'm missing anything else. Okay, no. Care Package. I'd put Care Package underneath.
A lot of freaking else.
Well, no, Care Package is probably third from the last, so it's better than Honestly Nevermind, and it's better than Dark Lane Demo Tapes.
All right.
That's my ranking based off like critical acclaim.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So mine.
Yeah.
This is. Listen, and I'm not a huge I'm a Drake fan. I like a lot of Drake music.
Mhm.
I'm not to the level where you are. So you got to take this with a grain of salt.
I'm taking it with a grain of salt.
So here's my list, right? Top to bottom, real quick. One is Take Care. I think everybody can agree on that.
100%.
Take Care. Then I go More Life.
Oh.
Then I go Scorpion.
Oh.
Then I go CLB. And then,
my.
and then after CLB, I go Views. Then Dark Lane Demo Tapes. Then Thank Me Later. Nothing Was the Same. So Far Gone. Her Loss. Honestly Nevermind. And then Care Package.
Interesting.
Yep. I fucked with that More Life album so much, dude. I remember hearing it for the first time. I was young when that thing relatively young when that thing came out, and I was like, there's just so many like when I go back, I rate it now like how many songs do I go back to off of an album, right? How many?
Of course.
And I found myself going back to like outside of like Take Care because Take Care is just timeless. I go back to More Life and I'm like, okay, I play Passion Fruit obviously. I play Gilchrist. I play Portland, Teenage Fever. Fake Love, Do Not Disturb. I play all these songs on repeat, like Sacrifices. So there's
classics.
There's so many, and it's like, I don't know, like, I remember hearing CLB for the first time, and I probably should put it a little bit higher. I thought that album was like almost perfect. And maybe I liked it so much because of what was going on at the time. Like he was taking shots at Kanye.
Yeah.
It was just a Drake that didn't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like.
Well, he didn't give a fuck on this one.
No, you're right. He didn't. But I just think that like I don't know. I think you got a wider track list. And I think that because he did it with 21, it lowered it a little bit for me because I'm not a huge 21 fan. So
I get it.
You know what I mean? And that lowered it a little bit. And he
Yeah.
didn't have as much free reign to like bring as many people in as he wanted to. I think so. Like it's good for what it was.
I agree. When it comes to my ranking, it's gonna be a little bit different. Cause when it comes to my ranking, I agree. I rate it based off like what I still listen to. Views is the only one that I listen to front to back, like on a monthly basis at least. So I'm gonna put Views at number 1 for my ranking. That's my favorite album. I'll put Take Care at number 2. More Life is really good. I like More Life. I'm not going to put it number 3. I'll put, I don't think about this often. That's the thing. If you're reading this as that'd be number 3. It's hard. It's hard thinking about this on the fly. I don't know, man. I'll just do my top 3. That'll be my top 3. Those are the 3 that I just come back to religiously. I will say More Life is up there for me when it comes to my ranking. And Her Loss, it's bound to get better too. I don't rank CLB so high and Scorpion so high like you. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just have a nostalgia for Thank Me Later because that was the first one, man.
Yeah.
But.
All right, we're
gonna move off from that.
We spent a half hour on Drake.
We're gonna move off from that. That's a little bit too much.
No, that's cool. That's what the baseline is.
I ride his cock a lot. I ride his dick a lot. I get in a lot of arguments with people, and we didn't know there were no arguments so far when it came to this album. People usually slide up like, bro, it's not true, whatever. Uh, so many much better rappers than Drake, but it is what it is. Everybody was agreeing when they set up my story this time. So, but moving on, we do have still a lot to talk about on the list here. So, I have a pet peeve. Here's my pet peeve. Are we ready for this? Because this is important here. Don't fucking get married when you're 21, 22, 23, okay? There's about 3 or 4 couples that I know, right, that are the same age as me, that got proposed in the past 2 weeks, bro. This, I don't get it. How the fuck do you propose to somebody when you don't even have a house yet? When you don't even have a career, bro? What the fuck? And listen, there's one couple in particular that does have the situation mapped out that I'm thinking of. And am I taking shots at anybody? Probably. If this is you, I probably am. But don't take offense to it because it's just more than you. I just don't get it, okay? So I see one person, one couple, right, about 2 weeks ago, get engaged out of the blue, bro. Out of the fucking blue. I was just shocked, right? A couple days later. And mind you, these people are the same age as me, 21, and I think the girl's 20. Maybe this is like 5 days later, bro. A couple that I think has been together for like 2 years, bro. Once again, the girl's like the same age as me. The guy, I don't really know the guy's age, right? Boom, they get engaged. And it's like, what? I didn't know that people had enough money to buy the ring when they can't even buy a house, when they don't even have a career. You see what I'm saying? Next one, guy I know 2 years older than me, right? Guy I know out of the blue, too. Boom, proposal. And granted, I'm not right there witnessing it when it happened. No, they flood Instagram. They flood the timeline with these posts, bro. I just don't get it. How this is so crazy to me, but it might be common sense to other people. Like, how the fuck are you gonna propose to a girl when your brain hasn't fully developed yet? You know what I mean? Is that facts?
Listen, I don't. It's wild to me. Like, I mean,
don't give anybody an opinion. I don't want anybody to come for you.
Yeah, right. Don't. I'm trying to toe a line. Like, here's the thing. I think that like it's wild to see it if like you have nothing sorted out. Like, I mean, you're gonna get comments like "true love is true love," whatever. Good for you guys. I'm glad that you see the world in that scope, right?
And mind you, one of these people, one of these couples, and this guy, I don't know who I'm talking about. It's not really him because he is like a successful dude. It's not about him. I will say that. But the other two in particular, like, what the fuck?
Listen, dude, I know people that got married like a month after they graduated with me. Like,
Really?
like had a kid in high school, graduated, got married like a month or two after.
We had a girl in high school who was about like 6'2", and she had 2 kids in high school.
I think. Okay. Yeah.
Can I
No,
can't
don't
say
say
anything.
it. No,
But
no, you can say it. I'll bleep it.
Big personality is what I meant to say. But she,
Yeah, I'll bleep it.
she was a fridge. Let me tell you, she was a fridge.
Bro, come on now.
She, we might have to bleep that out too. But nah, she was cool as hell. I never was in like any conflict with her or anything like that.
So
soon end though, because the conflict's about to come.
So here's the thing. I'll tell you who mine was. Right. So her name was.
You gonna bleep that out?
Yeah, 100%. No shot in that. I will say though, if this person does figure it out, who I'm saying, they were very nice. This person was very nice. Like this, both the person, the dad.
Everybody's always nice.
Listen, the dad and the dad of the kid and the mother of the kid, who was in my grade, both very nice people. Unfortunate circumstances having a kid that early. I think they can even say that. And then I think they got married.
Oh.
Yeah, like listen, they're great people. I'm sure they're like really nice, and I'm sure they didn't plan for this. But like at the same time, it's like it's one of the things that when I was coming out of high school, it was like weird for me to see because I know another person who just got pregnant that's my age, right? That went to my high school, and it's like it's just weird to see like. You get the people who go to the military out of high school, right? And
mistake, in my opinion, but continue.
I mean, you see that, right? And then you see a bunch of people start to go a bunch of different direction, and it's wild to see how quickly like it happens.
Yeah,
You know
like
what I
just
mean?
pull out.
Yeah. And like I don't know, it's just a part of our society. I think you know what I mean. Like it's not gonna change. It's gonna happen all across America, all throughout different parts of the world, really. And
I mean, the divorce rate's going up, so it must not be working.
my parents divorced.
Actually,
Swear to God.
holy shit.
Swear to God.
I have a lot of family members that are divorced.
Yeah.
Actually,
No, I agree, dude.
Yeah.
It's going up. Like it's
yeah,
just part of the society. Right?
it is what it is. But like, yeah, I don't think that. Yeah, I know people, and I'm close to people who did get married young, and it just doesn't end well. You know?
Nah, I don't. It's like listen. The people that I referenced earlier, they seem to have it figured out. Very rare circumstance.
That's good.
Like own house, like own their own house.
Most of the people I talked about
Solid
they don't have it
jobs.
figured out at all.
People that I referenced earlier, they seem to have it figured out. Very rare circumstance.
That's good.
Like own house, like own their own house.
Most of the people I talked about
Solid
they don't
jobs.
have it figured out at all.
It's rare. It's extremely rare that it happens the way it happened with them because the dad has like a job, right?
Right.
The mom is a good mom.
Right.
And they're my age. They grew up a lot quicker, and thank God that they had the personality to deal with it because like in the way to deal with it because like I would break down in that situation. You know what I mean? Like
I'd be broke,
dude.
I wouldn't just break down. I'd be broken automatically.
Oh, dude, I couldn't even imagine. But then
I can imagine.
but
For
like,
sure.
And I think that's a little different than what you're referencing. You're referencing the people who are just getting married to get married.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know their
Wild.
circumstances, but I can try. I can pretend I know.
I mean,
I can definitely judge.
okay, let me ask you, they have a kid?
I'm not gonna say yes or no to any one of them.
Oh, okay. All right.
I don't want to do that.
Okay, no, that's fine.
No, none of these people have kids between each other.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, none of them have kids between each
So
other.
yeah, so then it's a little different than the situation I referenced, I think. But like, I don't know, dude. It's weird to see. I think you probably dealt with that coming out of high school too. You saw, you know what I mean?
Bro, like, we had who got married? I don't think we had anybody get married in my grade. We did have this kid who was a grade above me. He had a kid at like 16, whatever. He was a creepy motherfucker, to tell you the truth, bro. This guy would come up to me. He had greasy fucking hair. I'm not gonna say his name. He was cool and shit. But like, I was a freshman. He was a sophomore. We'd be walking out of school, bro. I'd be walking to my mom. You know, she obviously took me home because I couldn't drive. And this guy would just talk my fucking head off, bro. He would follow me outside of school. My mom would be right here, and I'd feel bad because he was following me. And he had a car. He looked like a grown ass adult, bro. Was 16 and had a fucking full beard. But that's besides the point. A couple weeks later, you know, we encounter each other in the bathroom. Not sexually. Okay, not
sure?
Let me just make that very clear. Not sexually. We encounter each other in the bathroom.
2022, if you did.
And well, this was 2016.
Oh, so not as okay.
It was a little bit more taboo.
Yeah.
But we encountered each other in the bathroom. Once again, his penis was not out, except when he was peeing, obviously. But, you know, he's in the urinal. I'm in the urinal next to him, looking straight at the wall. And he goes, oh, yeah, you know, I had a kid. And I was like, oh, shit. No, good for you, man. But once again...
Wait, he just casually brought that up?
Yeah, he just casually threw it out. He threw it out there for me to hear. It's fine. You know, you react to it on two ways, obviously. There's face value, which is like, oh, good for... Well, it's like, oh, good for you, right? But then inside, you're like, holy fuck, like, who is the psycho?
How do you react to that? Like,
well,
what do you do there?
It's pretty simple. You just... Wow, man, that's great for you. Good job. But in the back...
Good job?
Yeah, maybe not good job.
Good job?
Unless you were trying to do that.
No way.
Unless you intentionally planted the seed.
Right.
You want to know something fucking crazy, bro? Out of the millions of sperm, we're the ones who made it.
Isn't that a fucking shame?
Yeah, listen, everybody's still watching, which if you are still watching, God bless you. But imagine that. You! And we gotta make this an Instagram clip too. We gotta make this real. Out of all the millions of sperm, you are the one who made it, bro. That in and of itself, if you're depressed, if you're thinking about killing yourself, today,
Whoa.
you remember that. Listen, remember that, okay? and it's gonna take you through the day. Remember that. If you feel like you don't have any accomplishments, if you feel like you're a fucking loser, just remember, you are the sperm that made it. If I'm ever upset, if I'm ever sad, I haven't felt like depressed like that ever. But like, if I ever did, I just think, boom, I'm the sperm that made it.
The
And I
fastest swimmer.
Exactly. I'm the fastest swimmer. I'm Michael Phelps in this bitch. You know? I put on the goggles and I'm here for it.
In that motherfucker.
Exactly.
Yep.
But in regards to my swimmers, I just couldn't see a scenario where I didn't wear a condom. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Like that.
Yeah. No, I got you.
I mean, the opportunity has presented itself before, and it's always, you wrap it up. But I'm sure a lot of people have come into circumstances where it's like, oh, the condom's in the other room, but I'm here. Let's just do. But that's fine, right? People can make their own decisions, but I don't know. I couldn't see myself doing it.
I don't.
I'm not gonna speak for you. You seem a little bit shaky and uncomfortable in this
I'm not
situation.
uncomfortable. I'm just like, listen. I have a lot of other businesses that I have to make sure I don't get.
Well, facts. And the thing is, that's my number one fear in my life is having a child.
Oh, dude, 100%.
Believe it or not.
No, same here, 100%. No.
Even if I'm like with a girl and my body count's not high, I'm not gonna reveal the number. It's 2. But yeah, even if you're like hooking up with a girl or whatever, I'll still get scared, bro. Bless you. Even like if nothing happens like that, even if there is no penetration involved like that, you know what I mean? I still do get scared. I get anxiety for like a month.
Yeah, dude.
Grandma, I hope you're not watching this. But if you are,
don't turn it off.
Turn it off.
Please
turn it off.
Oh.
Yeah, but it's just
the people that watch this are some fucking G's. I mean, jeez. Like, we average like 125 per. You guys are some fucking G's.
Listen, everybody right now, subscribe to the Luke Pipala Show on YouTube.
Yeah, subscribe.
Give us a 5-star rating on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Play.
If your life sucks.
Google Podcasts. If you are ready to kill yourself, if you are listening on there, I'm sorry.
Dude, that made me laugh so hard last episode. I was editing it, and for some reason, that is what got me the most. You're like, yeah, watch it. Spotify, Apple Podcast, Google. If your life sucks, and I was like, whoa. I was like, somebody just caught a stray watching it on Google right now. Somebody listening on Google was like, what the
fuck? Bro, but you see it on Snapchat too, and I feel bad for those people. Real quick, I feel bad if you have an Android. Because like, how could you go through life with camera quality that's that ass?
I don't know.
And listen, we used to make fun of this one kid, right? Luigi Rohrbaugh. I just shouted him out, whatever. But Luigi had an Android.
No, we'll keep it.
Yeah, we'll keep it. Listen,
cool people.
I fuck with Luigi. I love Luigi. But we used to make fun of Luigi in the football locker room when we played in high school because like he had an Android. And he was probably the only guy in our friend group that had an Android. And he would always make the argument, bro, Snapchat's designed for iPhones, bro. What are you doing? What would get me is like, we'd all be talking about FaceTime, and he'd be like, "No, bro, Google Hangouts where it's at."
Google Hangouts.
It's like, come on, man.
Bro, what is it? What is 1080p? I don't know what that is. I get 36. Wait, you guys get more than 360?
You know, it's fucking bad when they send you like a Snapchat in the group chat, and it's the crying laughing emoji, but it's the other one.
It's the fucked up one.
It's the Dollar General one.
Alright, I'm gonna have to bleep this. I'm gonna have to bleep it. Like it's like the.
Hold on. Are you saying that it's?
I'm doing this again. No. I'm just saying if you look at it like if you look at all the Android emojis with that in mind, just look at it. Next time you see them, be like, oh my god. Now we're done with that. All right, next topic. So,
no. I'm not gonna say the word anymore. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. Listen, it's fine.
None of them are listening anyways.
No, because that's gonna be a hint as to what's coming in the future for the thing that we want to do.
I got you. Well, like I said, none of them are listening at this point. So.
I know, dude, if you are.
Well, if one of those people are listening, God bless them for even getting to it, because you understand it might be a little bit hard for them. Is that facts?
I mean, I'd say so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, listen.
Sorry, I thought I heard something on the mic. I was like,
good?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
No,
I used to be around those people a lot.
I don't know what I thought I heard there. I was like,
You're good. But no, I used to be around those people a lot. Back in high school, we had a class called Christian Service. Did you take it?
No, it went away.
You didn't take Christian Service?
No, I didn't. It went away the year before because of COVID.
Damn. No, bro, Christian Service low-key went hard. Basically what it was, we both went to a Catholic high school, private high school.
And it sucked.
Well, you have a different opinion than me.
Yeah.
I fucked with it hard, though. I'm not gonna lie. That was the shit. Anyway.
What, high school or Christian Service?
Both. I still think college is better than high school, even though I don't fuck with college at all. But anyway, like I'm saying, is we had Christian Service, and it was like basically you go for a period, and you go to like a nursing home. Basically, you help people out in different locations, right? Whatever. And this is not an indictment. Like, oh, it's those. No, because let's listen. Let me bring up my history real quick. Let me show my credentials here. Let me show my my resume. So we went to this place called the Leonard Kurt School every Friday, right? And it was special needs kids, and it was basically a school for special needs kids, right? And it was kids from like all walks of life, right? They had a bunch of like different issues, bro. But I can't lie. Some of the most joy I've ever got was like sitting down in the classroom, because they send you like different classrooms, right? So it was just me by myself in this one classroom, full of probably 10 kids, and it was chaotic. I'm not gonna lie. There was one kid who walked around half the time with his pants down. That definitely did happen. There were kids screaming or whatever, but I can't lie. Just like being able to sit down with those kids, bro, having like some of the coolest like just talking about like football. There was this one kid, I forget his name. We would just talk about the Denver Broncos every Friday, and like he was such a genuine person. You know what I mean? Like you could tell he meant no harm to anybody. There were other kids who some of them couldn't really talk that well. But when they did talk, it was always genuine. They were always very sweet children. A couple of them were significantly younger than me, but like they were really cool. I'm not gonna lie. So that was a cool experience being a part of that. And yeah, not. That's all. Is there a sound issue? You look like
No, just
unsure.
No, I'm just like I feel like. Nah, there's definitely something. I don't know what it is. Like, no, it's fine. It's just like
it's on my end. We're having a little.
No. This is no. We're still rolling. It's just. Is your phone on?
My phone? No, my phone's on Do Not Disturb.
That's so weird. Anyway, no, we're good. No, we're good. It's
hold
just
on,
like.
Hold on. You hear that? It's the Matrix.
No, dude.
Have you ever heard those theories though? Like,
what the fuck is going on?
Is it Russian?
No, I swear to God, like it's like. It's so faint, you can't like. I can barely hear it. I don't even know what it's coming from. Like,
can people on the video hear it? Do you think? No. I low-key hear that too. It's like boom. You know what I mean? Low-key. It was very low-key, very low-key.
Yeah, no, it's like I hear it under our breath, like. I don't even know where it would come from. I don't like.
It might be God saying.
I'm so confused, dude.
It's definitely God saying good job.
I have no idea. It's so weird. Like, what the fuck? It's like I hear a radio station.
Let me see real quick. I don't think anything on my phone is on or anything like that.
I don't know what it is. I can't Is it on?
No, nothing's on. Bro, how about this? I'm about to react to this right now.
Go for it.
All right, you ready? So there's this girl, this bad girl. She's like 24. She doesn't live around here. She lives up like I don't know how far away she lives. But I've shot my shot with her multiple times, right? Like I said, bad. Girl's like she's a Youngstown 10, 100%, right? Youngstown 10. What was it?
Nothing.
Okay, you look like you were like freaked
out. No,
I'm
perplexed. I don't understand it.
All right, well, anyway, so we follow each other on Twitter, right? And let me show you this or read the tweet. So there was this tweet. It said, a girl with a boyfriend is easier to bag than a single girl, which is true. I've bagged multiple girls that were either in a relationship or talking to a dude at the time. And I will say, like, it's one of the most fulfilling things anybody can ever do. I am a proponent of being a homewrecker. I haven't been in a stable relationship since 2019, and that's okay. and that's it's definitely a reason why I am a homewrecker for sure. But this girl, this bad girl that I was telling you about, that I shot my shot with multiple times, and it kind of rimmed out. She liked it. She liked it basically. So she thought that me retweeting a tweet that said a girl with a boyfriend's easier to bag than a single girl, she liked it. So I sent her a snap, right? I sent her a Snapchat before this, and basically it said, so like you have to be in a relationship for my shot to go in. Is that what we're saying? And then so she snaps back. She goes, okay, oh shit. She goes, ha ha ha. I'm just not easy to bag. That's all that means. And I was like, oh, what should I say? The bad girl.
I mean, I think it's.
Well, she said, I'm not easy to bag. That's all that means.
I don't know, bro. I mean,
like she supports like the comedy career and shit too. We've been back and forth about this too. She actually supports that shit.
I mean, that's dope. That's dope.
I've shot, like I said, I've shot my shot multiple times, and there is interest on the other end, but it's like I don't know how to bag her like that. And I can't lie. Like what is it?
Nothing. It's just like. I don't even know how to describe it. I'm so.
He's freaking out about the background.
No, it's fine. It's just like there's no way nobody's going to hear it except for me. Okay, listen, for the audience, the past like 10 minutes, I've been noticing like this very very faint. Like, and when I mean faint, I mean I have like very expensive headphones on, listening back to the audio as we do this whole thing.
We got quality equipment here, ladies.
Very quality, but I'm hearing this like faint, like radio station, like underneath all of our like voices. But here to put it into context though, Luke's phone is off.
It was on Do Not Disturb the whole time before I turned it on.
My phone is off. There's nothing on my computer playing any sort of like music, right? It's strictly my Zoom H6 just recording all of this, and I'm hearing like a very like.
You know what it might be?
What?
Is your neighbor still doing his leaves out there? He might be using not a snow blower, but like a leaf blower.
No, this is like a radio station.
Like legit?
Like
just like a very low frequency.
I mean extremely low. Like to the point where I didn't notice it this whole entire episode until like 10 minutes ago, and all I heard was like a 94.9. Ow! I was like,
do you think it'll be picked up in here?
No, it won't. That's why I was worried for like a half a second. Then I was like,
that'd be kind of cool.
But it's too low. I have no idea what it's coming from.
Bro, whoever is doing this, bro, stop. You're driving Trey crazy.
I don't know why. I don't know how we're picking it up.
You guys should see, because nobody can really see. Like, he's pacing back and forth.
Dude, I'm tripping. I'm like looking at my like audio thing. I'm like, what is it coming from? And at first I thought it was this one software that I had open. Wasn't that, because I closed it out and it went away for a second. And then you're talking about the bad girl, and like very like in my right ear I just hear, ow. I was like, what the fuck?
Oh wait, listen. Do you think it's possible that somebody could be listening in to this conversation through all this?
Why would they want to listen to us?
I don't know. That's what I said about the podcast, though, and people listen. How do people listen?
I'm perplexed. I don't know.
Keep all this in. We gotta keep all this in too. We gotta keep it raw.
Oh, we're keeping all this.
But listen, I say keep it raw, but wear a fucking condom.
All right, let's move on. Next topic. I got one.
All right, hold on. How do I respond? Because she said I'm not easy to bag. That's all. What do I say to that?
I'm not easy to bag.
Yeah, she said I'm not. I mean, I have an idea of what I can say.
If she said I'm not easy to bag.
She said I'm not easy to bag. That's all. Should I be like corny and be like? I should be corny and be like, well, I guess I just got to get a bigger bag.
I mean, shit, if you want.
No, but I kind of want to flirt. Listen, I'm majoring in business administration for college. Fuck college, but I do minor in flirting. I minored in flirting for a minute. But like, what should I say? I don't want to come off as like too flirty, like too. I mean, I obviously do want to bag her, but like, what should I say?
Listen, bro. I don't know. I've been out of the game for a while. Well, not out of the game, but like I've been. There it is again. What the fuck is happening?
Oh, I wish you guys could see. He's freaking out. I feel bad.
What is happening?
All right. Well, anyway, audience.
Keep it going.
While he's freaking out behind the camera, I'm just gonna try and figure out what I should say here. If you guys were in my position, what would you say? Would you be like? Because I don't want to be like an incel.
I'd take my bowl and go home.
Take your bowl and go home. But have you ever read like those incel tweets?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Let me pull one up because it is kind of funny what these people like will tweet.
Yeah,
It's
get all the funny stuff out of the way because the next topic isn't gonna be really funny, but it's something we gotta talk about real quick.
well, like you'll get one thing like shit incel tweets. Hold on, because this account is fucking insane here. Here we go. No, it's on Instagram. Bring up the topic because I might not find this.
Okay, just 1 second.
This is like.
Okay, all right, fine. I got it.
Go ahead.
All right, this is really sad, but we talked about music. We have to bring it up. Takeoff died.
Bro, like I don't get how does that happen. I read the report, and it's like, first of all, I didn't even know Quavo was his uncle.
Who Takeoff?
Yeah,
He what?
Actually, so I read into this. Takeoff was actually the one that encouraged Quavo to start rapping.
Really?
Quavo is his uncle by like 2 years, I think. It's so fucking sad, bro. I woke up to it. It was like on Tuesday, right? It was on Tuesday?
Yeah.
So this is gonna be releasing on
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
A week after.
Actually, yeah, so election day, ironically, but
Oh, fuck.
oh my gosh, we'll talk about that in a second if you want. But like I woke up to it and I was like, what the fuck? He was only 28 years old, bro. Like, it's so fucking sad. You know?
Oh, yeah, dude.
It was like, and I was reading into the story, and like apparently it was like a misfire, or it was like a stray bullet from a gun. Somebody, like
I thought they were supposed to kill Quavo. I thought they were trying to like shoot at Quavo. That's what I thought.
Well, the story I read, and it might be very false because it came out like 4 hours after it happened. That's at least the tweet that I read. But they were playing like cards or some shit in a bowling alley.
Dice. They're shooting.
Yeah, dice. Okay, dice. Yeah, they were playing dice in a bowling alley or like some back, private room in a bowling alley, whatever, and something escalated. There was like a verbal argument, whatever. All of a sudden, somebody stood up and started shooting, and Takeoff got hit, man. And apparently there was a video. He was in a pile of blood too.
Yeah,
I didn't see the video. I heard about it.
I heard the TMZ posted it.
Why would you post that? See, that's the thing about TMZ. Aren't they the same people that said all of Kobe's kids died in that helicopter crash?
Yeah, I think so. Well, here's the thing.
I'm not a big fan of TMZ.
Well, I think those are the same people that posted the. I think TMZ also posted PNB Rock's dead body when he got shot.
Yeah, that shit's not cool.
Nah, like,
that shit's not
some
cool.
stuff just isn't meant for the internet, dude.
Too many rappers are dying, bro. I read off the list in the past 4 years. Juice WRLD, X, Takeoff,
PNB Rock, Mac Miller.
Yes, Mac Miller. Yes, bro. Like all these people, bro. All these. They weren't exact. They were mainstream artists. Let's be honest. But even like the ones that weren't really mainstream too. Some of them, like, I don't get it. I really don't get it.
It's a culture thing, dude.
And it's either drugs or it's
thing.
shooting. Those are the only two ones. I don't know any rappers that have like killed. Actually, that's not true. There was a 17-year-old rapper I just read today that did kill himself. He was a New York rapper. He was like coming up, but he did kill. But
The
like,
only rapper that died recently, not from those two, off the top of my head, I think Coolio just died of like
something with it was a medical thing.
Yeah,
It
Coolio.
was a medical thing. But I'm talking about young rappers. I mean, he was relatively young too. I think he was in his 40s.
Yeah, I think he was like 49, 50, something like that. Yeah.
It's just crazy, bro. I don't understand what this new. It might be the phones too. That was the whole thing when PNB Rock died. It was like people, especially rappers.
They didn't help him, dude. They like recorded it. Like
rappers posting their location and shit like that.
Oh.
Even though it wasn't him, there was that whole thing about if it was like his girlfriend and shit, who to blame it on. I don't know, man. It's messed up.
It's a lot.
It's definitely a lot. Let's move on to another topic.
Yeah.
We got the election coming up.
Yeah. All right. So 2 more topics, real quick. We'll hit rapid fire. First one, election day, right? What do you think of election day?
I'm gonna vote for myself, the governor, because fuck Mike DeWine, and I'm really not a fan of the other lady. I don't even know her name. But like, here's what makes me laugh. You ready for this? Here's what makes me laugh, bro. All these hardcore Republicans, all these hardcore Republicans that weren't fans of the lockdown, right? And watch Fox News religiously. And they're saying, oh, this is all terrible. And they're citing all the mental health problems that the lockdowns have caused, right? And then you go and you ask them, who are you voting for? And they say Mike DeWine, because he's a Republican. And he literally did the same shit. He enforced lockdowns. He closed businesses. He caused I would assume because Ohio has like what 10 million people, 11 million people.
There's a lot of people.
Millions and millions of people have now suffered from mental health crisis because they were locked in their homes for so long. Their businesses were closed, and some of them rather have been closed for good, and they're shut down. They don't have a source to make a living anymore because that has just been taken away from them by the government. And you're just gonna blindly vote red till dead. Like I don't fuck with. And the same people that vote blue, no matter who. Like it's the same shit. I learned those phrases off of listening to Joe Rogan.
So what the fuck, Jose? How did you where did that come from?
But no, I told my mom red till dead. She started laughing. But like I don't get it. How are you gonna vote for somebody that like goes against what you believe just because they vote for or they rather represent a certain political party? So I'm not gonna vote for either people because I just don't subscribe to these beliefs that we have to vote all red or all blue. I just don't get it. I will say though, I think there's gonna be a red wave. I think it's gonna be bad. I think it's gonna be bad.
Yeah,
I'm not saying I'm in favor of this or not.
I have no idea.
Just as like as an analyst and seeing like people's reactions, following polls, because politics is kind of interesting to me. I started following politics when I was like 9 years old. I don't know why. Just like it's gonna be bad though. I think a lot of people are gonna be unhappy. A lot of people that are I don't want to say liberal, but like lean more to the left. Like extreme, like the hardcore extreme people that you see like on Twitter voicing their opinions. I think we're going to see a lot of celebrities be mad. I think there's a chance that we see, and correct me if I'm wrong, because obviously this is going to come out on Tuesday, but I think there's a chance that we do see like people deny the election like from the left.
I think you're always like no matter what party you're on. I think there's always people denying. You know what I mean?
Which and I would like to say I think Joe Biden won. I think the majority of people think that Joe Biden won fairly. I think what happened with Trump was that he just has such a big ego that like he can't believe that he lost for the first time in his life. And I think that's what it is. I don't think he's a dictator. I don't think he's a fascist in that sense. You could argue that he is a fascist because he wants his I don't even know. I don't want to go there. But the point is like I just don't think that he won the election. And I think it's a very small amount of people that think that he actually won, but I don't know, bro.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Let's go on.
All right. Last topic.
I hate talking about that shit.
Me too. Last topic. But we can talk about it because right on the corner. Big thing. A lot of anti-Semitism going around these days.
Here we go.
But I'm not going where you think I am.
Okay.
A lot of anti-Semitism going around these days.
I'm actually Jewish.
Really?
What's it called? Let me look it up. I don't want to mess up the actual term. I'm not like the traditional Jewish that you would think. Hold on.
All right. Well, here,
go ahead.
I'll finish
it.
it.
Keep going.
A lot of anti-Semitism going around these days, but there was one guy who was capitalized on everything going around. Now he had this plan beforehand. It just so happened that he released it around the Kanye and Kyrie stuff. Ari Shaffir released a comedy special.
I fucking love Ari.
Called Jew. And
yes.
It is one of the best comedy specials I've seen in a long time.
I wanted to watch it before this, but I didn't have enough time because I had to go give an estimate. Real quick, I am Ashkenazi Jewish. I'm about 5%, 5.2% Ashkenazi Jew, pulling up the 23andMe from my parents.
There you go.
But I will say that I do have that claim to fame, so I don't think I'm anti-Semitic. I love Jewish people.
We don't fuck with anybody that's anti-Semitic.
Well, there's a difference between anti-Semitic and I agree. We don't fuck with anybody that's anti-Semitic.
But yeah, no, Ari Shaffir released a comedy special called Jew on YouTube, and it is one of the funniest comedy specials I've seen in a long time.
I will say, I saw Tim Dillon's, and I think Tim Dillon's like, I wouldn't say he's my idol, but he's probably my favorite comedian. Podcast-wise, that's like the guy that's made me laugh the most from listening to a podcast before. Tim Dillon's was good. I haven't listened to Ari's. What was it like? What would you give it out of 10?
A 9.
Really?
Solid 9. It's so funny, dude.
What do you think it compares to in terms of like funniness? Because like I didn't think Dave Chappelle's past special was funny.
No, I didn't either. I think that like his is very comparable to like because Ari just doesn't give up. Like Ari never give a fuck.
Okay, yeah. After Kobe died, he literally said, "Fuck Kobe, fuck the Lakers."
Yeah.
I'm glad he died.
That was brutal.
That was brutal. Which I cried when Kobe died.
Dude, it was just brutal. Like Ari's never given a fuck. He's never cared, and like he got a lot of flack for it, rightfully so. But this comedy special, like going into it, I was skeptical because of all the shit that's happened with him in the past few years. I didn't know how off the wall he was gonna be, but he everything was tasteful. Mm-hmm. Everything was really, really funny, and I'm not a big religion guy, right? A lot of the jokes are centered around different religions, right?
Really?
Like, because he used to be an Orthodox Jew.
And he technically still is, but like he doesn't practice it.
No, he left the religion completely.
Actually?
Yes, and he talks about it. And he was
no, but what I'm saying is it's still his heritage, you know what I mean?
Yes,
That's
yeah.
He's still a Jew.
Yeah. But he talks about like some of the rituals and stuff, like his dad like fucking like killing a chicken in front of him, for traumatizing him. Like, it's just like all the stuff that like the way that he presents it is so funny, and like some of the jokes are predictable, but like doesn't matter. They still hit. Like it's an hour and a half long, and I was hooked for the entire hour and a half.
Really?
Entire hour.
I'll have to go home and watch it sometime today.
So good, and it's just like the way he delivers it, and he can deliver it in a very specific way because he was an Orthodox Jew. He understands the culture, like, and he talks about the Catholic faith too, and he talks about the certain things that go on within the Catholic faith, right, and why like he like makes fun of Catholics.
Well, yeah, you can't have a priest that like
this is where we're going.
You can't already have a priest that is abusing children, like Pope Benedict. From what I heard, he's actually wanted for crimes against humanity because allegedly what he did. Listen, allegedly what he did, and he's still alive, so he technically can still get it, but not. Listen, not like that. But anyway, what I'm saying is, allegedly he had a priest that was already known to be a pedophile, should we say? So what he did allegedly was he sent him to a place where it was like only deaf children. And he went on to molest a bunch of deaf children in this place. That's what I heard allegedly. I haven't done much research, but like it's fucked up, man.
Yeah,
and, I think in all religions there's got to be something like that, but particularly what is highlighted a lot is the Catholic Church.
Well, one of the jokes, like, and I'm not to spoil the whole thing. I'll just say they're like, all right, and he's like, all right, what do Catholics have to do for you to stop making fun of them? He's like, literally one thing, you guys have to stop doing, like. It's pretty clear. Like,
don't touch kids.
Don't touch. Yeah, like he's like it's one thing you guys have to do.
Okay, but listen. Imagine this is what Louis C.K. said. It was from his special like 2 years ago, I think. But he was like, imagine if that's your thing, you know? Because obviously Louis C.K.'s. Listen, everybody has that one thing, right? Now Louis C.K.'s thing is that he just is attracted and gets turned on, jerking off in front of girls.
Oh yeah,
that's his thing.
Yeah,
that's his thing.
Sure.
Some people, they have a foot fetish. I'm not saying any of these things are okay. Personally, I think it's all disgusting. But I don't know what my thing is. Actually, I do. I like to go around cracking people's toes. Is that weird?
What?
Listen, hear me out. It's not a fetish. I'm not attracted to feet.
Sounds like
I'm not attracted to feet.
Yeah.
I'm a fucking star, okay? I'm not attracted to feet. But what I'm saying is, like, occasionally around my house, like, if my brothers or whatever, I'll fuck around with them. I'll crack her toes real quick. Like,
can you just go grab people's toes?
No, only 3 people. Just the people that live in my house. Only 2 people. Just my brothers. That's it. And it's not a lot. I don't really do it a lot.
John Pitt just sitting there. You fuck. Come here.
Yeah, but that's I don't even get turned on like that. It's not like a sexual thing. I just do it because like I love I love cracking my own toes. I crack my wrist. I crack my elbows all the time. I crack my fingers. I don't really get into the neck thing. My brother likes to crack his neck. I think that shit's creepy as hell.
No, I crack it all the time.
You do?
I just did it right there.
Yeah, I know, but how? I crack my back.
And the back ones are good.
Bro, the lower back especially. You'll catch me. I'll be like that. Oh my gosh, it hits. I got you, but
I didn't have to do that. I guess, huh? I could have just said like, hey.
Yeah.
I'm so used to having like a guest in here.
I know.
Giving you like subtle signals. Like,
I know. I like having you talk more. It's cool.
It's cool. It's a conversation.
Exactly.
It's not. You know what I mean?
Exactly. I'm not like yelling into the void like I would have done on a previous podcast. Okay, what do I have to say to this girl to wrap this up? What do I say?
Here's what you can say. Like, listen.
I get the mic in.
I have a very, very, very controversial podcast.
She can't listen. I don't want her to listen. Not this one. I mean, she won't. She
might.
She follows the account though. She follows the social media account.
Where's she from again?
Here.
We'll talk about it after. But I feel like.
But for everybody that's still watching, you're probably all guys. Boys, I might be fucked. But we'll see. What do I say, bro? She said, I'm hard to bag, that's all. I should put a play. I should
I'm
be
always
clever.
up. I'm always up for a challenge.
No, I don't know.
I don't know, dude.
Okay, here's what I'll say then. It's hard.
It is hard.
Because what I'm thinking is I want to like respond with like I've gotten, how do I say it? I've been able to make my shots have went in with girls that are taken before, but I don't want to come off as an asshole. I don't want to come off as like a douche.
Okay.
You know what? I'm gonna do what this one girl did. I saw this one girl was talking about how she hit Drake up out of the blue. She sent him nudes out of the blue, and he sent back like, "Oh, I'm trying to remember who you are." And she was like, "Okay, well, this guy fucked Rihanna. I obviously can't compete with that." So she just left him on red. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna leave her on red, fellas. I'm leaving her on red. That's the podcast.
That's it.
That's the podcast.